We need to take this intake off right here and the air box. First, I'll take these push pins out. Just use a trim tool. Pull these out. And you can slide this out, just like that. And disconnect this connector right here. Just push down and slide it out. And grab this connector, slide it up, and just take the wires out from that bracket. I don't have to disconnect this connector, just slide it out of the way. Just like that. Now I'm going to take this screw out, use a T25. And there's a push pin right here. Just use a trim tool, take this push pin out, slide it up. Now the fan shroud is loose. Now before I take that off, I have to loosen up the fan because you have to take them off together. Now I'm going to use a fan clutch tool to remove the fan or loosen it up. This happens to be a 32 millimeter, and this is a pneumatic tool. And you're going to put this on so that it actually seems like you're tightening it. It's the fan clutch is reverse thread. So just give it a couple bumps. And actually, I think that's it. So now you're going to carefully loosen this up. You don't want to drop the fan once it gets real loose. Oh, there we go. And that wasn't too bad. Fell a little bit. And now just take and slide them both up together. All right, now I'm going to loosen these bolts up before I take the belt off. That'll just help me loosen them up. I don't want to take them out completely, but use a 10 millimeter socket. Just get them loose. Just make it easier. That's good. Now I need to take some of the tension off the belt tensioner. I'm going to use a 15 millimeter socket, and there's a little adapter right here that goes on the tensioner. And then you're going to take an Allen wrench that fits, and as you loosen the tension, there's a little hole right here. Slide that Allen wrench through the hole, and that's just going to lock the tensioner. Then you can take the belt off. I'm not going to take it off completely, just off one of those. One of those pulleys, and take it off the water pump. Just push it out of the way. Now I can take the bolts off on the pulley and slide the pulley off. Now before you take this off, you could drain the coolant if you want. There is a drain on the bottom of the radiator. Take this cap off so there's no pressure in it. Make sure this is cool before you take that cap off. I'm not going to drain the coolant. I'm just going to put a bucket underneath the water pump and just drain it as I pull the pump out. Now there's some nuts around the water pump. Use a 10 millimeter socket. Take those nuts out. All right, take those nuts out and just grab the water pump and just shake it out. Just slowly. Just put a drain bucket underneath. Just let that drain a little. All right, and just slide that out. Now take the new water pump. You want to put the O-ring on. Just slide it over the impeller. And just slide it just like that. That looks good. Now just make sure this surface area is clean right here. You can use a rag. Just clean that. This looks pretty good. And then they make special lubrication for O-rings, or you can just take a little bit of coolant, just put it around the O-ring, just so it slides in there a little bit better. And take the water pump with this freeze plug facing down. And just rock it in slowly. And that's good. And put those nuts on. And then we're going to torque those to 84 inch-pounds. Make sure you're on inch-pounds, not foot-pounds. And I'll just do this in a cross pattern. Now take the pulley. Now it only goes on one way. If you notice, 2 of the bolt holes are closer than the other 2. So line that up and get the bolt started. And tighten these down. And then I'm going to tighten these down to 89 inch-pounds. And you can use a screwdriver to prevent the pulley from spinning. Just go in between 2 of the bolts. Now that's on. Now we can slide the belt back in position. Slide it over the water pump first. And over the tensioner. That's all lined up. Make sure it's lined up on the alternator and the power steering pump. That looks good. Now loosen the tension on the tensioner and then take that Allen wrench out. And then slowly relieve the tension. That looks good. And you just want to clean up the serpentine belts a little bit. Just spray some water, rinse off some of that coolant. Now take the fan shroud and the fan and slide them in position. Try to slide the fan shroud down where it latches in. And that's good. And remember, it's reverse thread, so go to the left. All right, so it takes a little bit of effort, but just do it slowly. And slide it on. Now to tighten this fan clutch, if you have the ability to torque this, you want to tighten that to 29 foot-pounds. If you don't, then I'm just going to use the remover tool and just give it a bump. All right, that should be good. Take these connectors and reposition them like that, and reconnect this connector just like that. Now take this push pin and line this up, and take this screw, get that started, and tighten that down, and snug it up. All right, now we want to add the coolant. You want to take this bleeder screw, just use a straight blade screwdriver, loosen up on this, and then take the appropriate coolant, and fill this up. So once you see a little bit of coolant coming out, then you want to close this up, and you want to adjust this level accordingly. There's a little dipstick here that if you look at the little chart right here, you can see where the minimum is and the maximum. You want it somewhere in between there. And then you want to run the vehicle. You can run the vehicle with the cap off and just monitor the level and monitor the temp gauge. Make sure the temperature doesn't go into the red. Turn the heat on just slightly, low heat. Now if you don't have heat, you want to shut the vehicle off, let the vehicle cool down a little bit, adjust accordingly, rebleed the system and start over, and then you should be good to go. Once the engine's up to operating temperature, shut the vehicle off, and put the cap back on, let it cool down, and you can drive the vehicle monitoring the temp gauge and then adjust the level accordingly after it's cooled down. And take the intake, line that up, and take the push pins, line those up, and lock them down.